Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats and Big Blue. The Jayhawks about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off play action. He's got an open man. Spin, still running. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give to the left. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going for the goal line. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Turns it on in midfield. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Hand off to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy. And the defender just simply got beat.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the option. He'll toss it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He'll try to tack on one more. They blocked the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Finley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Samuel. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll leave it with the lone back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Keep it on the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It's a draw. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He got it, and that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The give from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And now the offense will come onto the field again. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Kansas offense
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Samuel. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Knowles. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Snap in the shotgun. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Kansas, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Bringing the heat. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They cashed in on a short field last time, turning it on. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's in open space downfield. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to go up top. Another incompletion on third down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Breaks the tackle. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So they couldn't get it done on third down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to pass, it's Samuel. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 26 over Eastern Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Samuel. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. The inside handoff. Sweet cut there. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas, 0.
Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And he finds enough running room, and he's run down at the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Babers. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Samuel. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught near the sticks. It's Knowles. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Surging forward on the sneak. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They want that clock to run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. To the air on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Loses 3. 3rd down coming up.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.